kids, welcome to TeaFairy Storytime. I'm here with my friend Rex, who, well, he's busy right now, but I think he's going to come over. Rex, are you coming over? Thank you. Hi, Rex. How are you? Are you good? I just want to thank you for doing all the interviews with all the authors that you do. You are so helpful. Are you bashful? Do you want to read some stories about dragons? Yeah, you like dragon stories? Okay, cool, because this one is by author Melissa Winn, and it's called Be Kind, Little Dragon. Do you want to listen to it? Can you say goodbye to our friends and go and sit in a chair somewhere? Okay, see you in a little while. Bye. That was nice of Rex to visit, don't you think? I'm glad that he came on the show. He's always so helpful. So before we read our stories, which the first one is called Be Kind, Little Dragon, and the second one is called Help Your Angry Dragon. I think that these are going to be good stories for us. I wanted to show you my bookmark. This bookmark was made special for me by my niece out in California. Her name is Juliet, and it is made, well, the charm is a little piece of metal, and then there's a little plastic bubble that's like flat on one side, and then underneath that little plastic bubble, there is a piece of green paper, and on top of the green paper is glued a little tiny piece of snake skin. And that snake skin came off of her pet snake, which molts, and it loses its skin, like it peels and grows. When it grows bigger, it peels off its old skin. And so she keeps it and she makes jewelry and things out of it. And so I kind of thought it looked a little bit like dragon scales. And I know that she's getting a whole bunch of lizards and stuff, and she's going to try to do the same thing with her lizard skins too. I wonder if dragons molt. It's kind of like when animals shed their fur, but it's for reptiles. They molt and they lose their skin. I don't know. Rex, do dragons molt? He says they do. I'm going to have to keep my eyes out for some dragon skins around the house. Anyways, it is a bookmark, and so if I needed to use it to keep my page in a book, there's a little clip here that just fits right onto the page, and it helps me keep my place in the book. Isn't that cool? Thank you, Juliet. I hope you're watching. All right, so Be Kind, Little Dragon by Melissa Winn. And it's also authored by Zorana Rafailovic and illustrated by Yana Vasilkova and proofread by Anna Arishkagal. This book belongs to you. No, it doesn't. It belongs to me, not you. Silly. Thank you, Melissa, for sending in your books. She's actually sent me 5 books. She's a busy author. My name is Oliver, and this is Billy, my dragon pet. He has rude behavior like I have never met. So one day I decided to do something right and teach Billy how to be kind and polite. Look, he made the little girl cry by stepping on her sandcastle toys. That's not very nice. Billy never had good manners, that is true. Whenever Mom made breakfast, he never said thank you. He chews with his mouth full, and that's not all. He talks as he eats and splatters food on the wall. You guys don't do that, do you? You chew with your mouth closed, and you wait until your mouth is empty before you say something, I hope. Uh-oh, look at his feet. Whenever Mom vacuums the carpet, Billy comes in from the street, enters into the house, and leaves a trail of muddy feet. Once he knocked down a vase and broke it and didn't say, I'm sorry. And when I can't reach a shelf, he never says, I'll help you, don't worry. That's not very helpful. Billy is very selfish and doesn't share his toys. Do you guys share your toys? I hope so. When I try to sleep at night, he makes a lot of noise. I have neighbors that do that. When someone accidentally falls, he laughs with glee. That's not nice. And when Mom asks for help, he sits down and watches TV. That's not helpful at all. I said, that's enough. I have to teach Billy how to stop acting so rude and silly. So I gave my dragon advice and started teaching him how to act nice. Look what a messy dragon he is. He's got jelly all over his face and he doesn't look very happy. I taught Billy how to bake a cake as tasty as it can be. We took it to our lonely neighbor who lives next door to me. On the way home, we saw an old lady crossing the street. We ran over and helped her. She gave us both a treat. That was nice. I said to Billy, you should never lie. Always say hello, thanks, and goodbye. Never tease other children as you did before. And when you enter a house, never slam the door. I know people that need to learn that lesson. When someone gets older and gets on the bus, you need to get up. Even if I'm tired, he asked, and I said, yup. Then we helped my little brother with his sad, long face. Billy helped my brother learn how to tie his shoelace. That's not an easy thing to learn to do. That's nice that Billy taught him. When you jump on the bed, take off your shoes. You need to be decent even when you lose. When you accidentally push someone, always say, I'm sorry. I know sometimes it's hard to listen to my aunt's boring story. Yes, sometimes it's hard to be good, especially if you are sad or in a bad mood. But you will always be happier when you see someone smile. Kindness can be learned. It's a lifestyle. So, Billy, try to be good. It's the least you can do. Be kind, and that kindness will come back to you. All this time, my dragon listened to my advice. He wanted to be kind and started acting nice. Billy helped my mother clean the room. He pretended to be a singer holding a broom. Kindness can also be lots of fun. He picked up toys from the floor one by one. He could say good afternoon to every neighbor he saw. Before entering the house, he would clean his paws. He helped the boy who got lost in the park and fed a stray dog, lonely and scared in the dark. Boy, Billy's being awfully nice now. I'm proud of him. So guys, try to be kind every day and night. It's not that hard to be good and polite. Always help others. It's the least you can do. If you are kind, the kindness will come back to you. That's called karma. Don't miss another book of mine, Help Your Angry Dragon by Melissa Winn and illustrated by Vasilkova. And that's the next one we're going to read. It says, I am grateful to my readers. Authors won't be anywhere without awesome readers like you. So your support really means a lot. I hope you enjoyed this cute story. If so, I'd really appreciate it if you could write a review. Melissa Winn. And it says go to https://melissawinnclub.wixsite.com children's books to get a hug and a kiss is every baby's bliss for free. You can get a free book. The end. That was a fun book. Be Kind, Little Dragon by Melissa Winn. And now we're going to watch my friend who has a bearded dragon, and she is going to tell us a little bit about bearded dragons. Are you ready? Go.
Hi, kitties. Gregoire the Great here. Let's see what TeaFairy's friends are up to today.
It's a real dragon. Meet the bearded dragon. Looking good in their costumes, but they don't really need them. These Australian lizards have a costume of spikes along their sides and spikes under their chin, which looks like a beard when they get afraid and open their mouth. This keeps predators away so they survive. Bearded dragons are omnivores. They love to eat clover, grasses, vegetables, and fruits. They also really love to eat insects, crickets, and worms.
Hi, kids! Rex Moment here, and I want to introduce you to my friend Zorana. She is a co-author of 2 books that TeaFairy is reading today. She helped Melissa Winn write Help Your Angry Dragon and Be Kind, Little Dragon. So welcome, Zorana. Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm so glad we have this little chat, and I'm very excited. I can't really remember the time when I started writing, so I guess it happened a long time ago when I was very young. I have always scribbled something, some stories and fairy tales. At first, I wrote in Serbian, of course, that's my native language. And by the way, Serbian language is very beautiful and simple. That means we write as we speak. And even when I was a child, my stories, poems, and essays had the best grades, and my teachers were delighted. But when I grew up, I wanted the whole world to understand me. I wanted to share my stories with all the children of the world. And that's why I started writing in English. I love everything about writing, but maybe the best part or my favorite part of writing would be the fact that I can be whoever I want. I can do whatever I want, and I can go wherever I want. I can be an angry dragon who breathes fire, or a boy who just got his wiggling tooth, or a girl playing at the North Pole with Santa. So the best part of writing is definitely that you can close your eyes, imagine whatever comes to your mind, and write about it. Melissa always has some amazing ideas. We both have the same writing style, the same passion, and the same goal. Our goal is definitely to make the little ones happy. She has children and grandchildren, and I have 2 little nephews and 1 little niece. And I think the kids we are both surrounded by have inspired us to start writing. We both want them to grow into good people, and we want to teach them a lot of things. For example, what should they do if they get lost, or why they should be grateful, or how to deal with their failures. So our books are educational, but they are also very funny and silly, and they bring smiles on children's faces. And that's exactly what inspired us both to start writing. I always say that 3 things, children, music, and physical activities, are a recipe for a healthy and happy life. My message is stay children for as long as you can. Childhood is the most beautiful part in life, and when it passes, it cannot be returned. So respect your parents, respect others, be kind to differences, laugh even if you are moody, take care of nature and animals, sing, dance, and of course, read books. We will not stop writing, that's for sure. And when I say we, I mean Melissa and I. Our mission is to bring joy and happiness into children's lives and to teach them a lot of things. and we will not stop writing until we say everything we want. And we have a lot more to say. Thank you so much for inviting me, and I hope to see you again. Bye.
Thank you so much, Zorana, for sharing so much about your writing and about yourself. It's really fun to learn about our authors' friends and our artist friends. I enjoy it very much, and I hope that the kids do too. Well, that's it for our Rex moment, and tune in next time for another Rex moment.
Wow! That was great! Let's check in with TeaFairy and see what story she's reading next.
Hi guys! Did you like that? It was fun, wasn't it? I like bearded dragons. I used to have one long time ago. I think his name was Draco. He was one of my son's dragons. He was super cute. Here's a dragon. It's not a bearded dragon. It's a little plastic dragon. He's cute. He was sitting on top of these cool cubes. Can you see these? Magic and fairy tale dice. And they are a game where you have these wonderful little wooden dice. Can you see the little wooden dice? And then you roll the dice. Whoa, one of them almost fell off the table. And there's a bunch of little pictures that are on the top. And you're supposed to use the pictures to tell a story. So I'm going to do a real quick story. Once upon a time, there was an ogre. And he had a pumpkin that lived in his yard. And his pumpkin was growing very big. But there was a mouse that also lived in the yard. And it wanted to eat the pumpkin. And it made the ogre very mad because he didn't want to share his pumpkin. So he told his friend, the witch, no, the Superman. He told his friend, the superhero, about the bad mouse. And the superhero said, well, if I wear my magic mask and I use my magic broom, maybe I can sweep that mouse right out of the garden. But that didn't work. So then the ogre had to call his friend the wolf. And the wolf said, how do you do? And the ogre said, I'm not good, man, because that mouse keeps trying to eat my pumpkin. And so the wolf said, well, you need to make a magic potion and use your magic wand to turn that mouse into a non-pumpkin eating mouse. The end. That was a silly story. Really bad. All right. Before we read our next story, it's important to put away our toys. And once we're done with our game, we need to put it back in its box where it belongs. That way we don't lose pieces. That's kind of important. And I'll just leave those like that. And we'll put the little dragon here in front of him. That way I know where everything is. And are you guys ready for the next story? It's another one by Melissa Winn. Help Your Angry Dragon by Melissa Winn and Zorana Rafailovic, illustrated by Yana, Vasilkova, and proofread by Anna Erishkigal. This book belongs to me. I was playing by the sea with my dragon, Billy. He splashed the water and looked so silly. We were sitting in the sand. It was a sunny day. Suddenly, a wave came and washed our castle away. Oh no. I looked at my dragon. He was stiff with tears. White streams started to come out of his ears. White steam, oh no. He started jumping and his scales turned bright red. My heart's beating too fast, my dragon friend said. Uh-oh. Does he look angry? I think he looks angry. 1,000 hammers are hitting inside my head. I feel like I'm about to blow fire, he said. I tried to reassure him. There's no need for that. What would happen if my dragon actually spat? Did you guys notice that I'm dressed up as a dragon? Can you see my eyes on top of my head? And I have spines all down my back, and I have a little tiny tail. It's hard to see because it's tiny. I'm a dragon today. I'm in costume. Because even fairies like to play dress up. If you see an angry dragon, don't hang around. If he spits fire, he'll burn everything to the ground. I told him to take a deep breath and slowly blow out the air, but he belched a great cloud of smoke. I swear. Look at the smoke. Do you see it? You know what it means to belch? That means to burp. He burped smoke. Have you ever burped smoke? Never been that angry? I hope not. So I gave him a balloon to collect all his rage. For bad feelings, the balloon is a perfect cage. Billy blew into the balloon, small and red, but the balloon burst. I shook my head. Boy, he was really angry. I found another balloon. Billy took it from me, but then he sneezed. The balloon flew across the sea. The third balloon was not lucky at all. My dragon burned right through it and made a hole. The fourth balloon got stuck in Billy's throat. That's not good. He swelled like a great big bubble and began to float. A plastic rake punched him. He started flying around. I frantically grabbed his leg and pulled him to the ground. I don't know where the plastic rake came from. I said, take a deep breath and count to 10. Billy finally made a balloon when he tried again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. He began to cheerfully hit the balloon with his tail, but the balloon flew into the sea and was stolen by a whale. Billy's having a hard time today. Billy was upset. How do I get rid of my anger? How? I told him to imagine inflating a balloon right now. Inhale and make your tummy nice and big. And exhale. Billy took a deep breath until he grew quite fat. And then he exhaled, becoming thin and flat. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Remember to take deep breaths. He inflated invisible balls. We imagined invisible walls. We played with our balls and kicked them all. I even scored an invisible goal. Bam! Other angry and mad children came. I showed them my imaginary game. No one was angry or mad anymore. The anger flew to the other side of the shore. So if you're ever angry and you feel that you are mad, imagine an invisible bubble, like I said. Take a deep breath and blow your anger away. Or suggest to me your very own way. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She forgot to add those numbers. And then in the back of the book, it gives you 3 lines where you can write your own ways of learning to release anger. Like, I like to meditate. I like to count to 10. I like to take deep breaths. And sometimes I like to do a little yoga. And she again says she's very grateful to the readers. Authors wouldn't be anywhere without awesome readers like you. So your support really means a lot. And I hope you enjoyed this cute story. If so, I'd really appreciate it if you could write a review. Melissa Winn. And that is the end. And we will have more books by Melissa Winn coming in. She sent me 2 more books, and I have 1 more coming in the mail very soon. So I just want to thank Melissa for both of these wonderful dragon books. And I hope that you guys had a fun dragon day with me and with Rex and all of the fun dragon things. And I hope that you guys have a great day. Happy October!